Homeless male, this is what they say. Oh, what fun they must have on a cold and snowy day. Walking through the snow on a freezing cold day. Through the streets we go, smoking all the way. Bottles of beer we drink to make the days go by. Oh, what it would be like to have a cozy home tonight. Homeless male, this is what they say. Oh, what fun they must have on a cold and snowy day.
So, we're in the community today in hopes of finally breaking through some of the stereotypes people have about homelessness in Toronto. Researching about homelessness is something that has been proved to be difficult and inconsistent. Numbers can never be generated, especially in regards to how many homeless individuals there are in one night. I mean, really? Who's gonna go out and count? And even if they wanted to, it's almost impossible to track every homeless individual down. With keeping this in mind, let's go and find out how much people do know about homelessness and how much of it is actually true. According to David Holchansky in his article What's in a Word, he states homelessness to be an odd job word, pressed into service, to impose order on a hodgepodge of social dislocation, extreme poverty, seasonal work, or unconventional ways of life. Why do we have such a term? Where did it come from? What does it mean? And what does it conceal? These are all essential questions, not only for society and public policy, but also for researchers to go on and find more information so that individuals like you and me can be more aware and educated.
Well, homelessness, what it means to me, what I think of homelessness is people on the street being basically, when they don't have a job, they have no home.
Homeless people, they're lazy. They don't want to work. They want to take the easy way out. They're just
And in a way, if you think about it, it's not bad because, you know, the government kind of helps them out with the shelters, the food that they get, and everything is free. With me, on the other hand, I have to pay for my phone bill and everything else. So they actually have it better because they don't have to work that hard. They can sit on the street, the government will help them out, and everyone will be taken care of.
Me, on the other hand, I'll never be homeless.
When youth become homeless, they don't automatically end up sleeping on streets, gates, or doorways. They actually end up taking refuge in a variety of different places. A 1999 survey found on the Covenant House website states that 60% of youth are staying in shelters, while 25% are staying in apartments, meaning either with friends or couch surfing, while 15% are on the streets, 4% are living in squats, and 9% in parks, alleyways, and doorways.
So mainly it's because they're not educated. The government provides them with education, and the reason they can't get the job is because they have no education, and that's why they're bums.
Well, there's plenty of resources out there for them. A lot of social workers, a lot of government facilities and shelters I know that are available, but it's their choice to not go in there. And I mean, I've read several reports and news reports that say that they choose not to go, and we give them the facilities that availability to go. And I mean, for example, even when there's an extreme heat alert or when it's extremely cold, somehow they manage to get inside. But when it's just regular temperature, you know, they can withstand it. They choose to live outside, so they're choosing to be homeless, right?
So tired. Don't feel like going home. This looks like a perfect space to, you know, have my own home. I have my own garbage bin, nice warm paper, and I can even make a bed out of this. Oh God, this looks so comfy. My papers! This looks perfect. It's nice and cold, nice and comfy. Just the size. Just perfect.
People become homeless for a variety of reasons: loss of job, marital breakdown, mental illness, and alcohol and drug addictions. When it comes to youth and children, the reasons tend to revolve around the family. Did you know 15% of homeless individuals actually went to college and university? These individuals do not choose to be homeless, as there is a constant threat of violence, exploitation, drugs, and illness that most people would never associate themselves with if they had the choice. Did you also know 45.7% of street youth reported being attacked in the past year, compared to the 6.3% of their non-homeless peers?
Okay, so like mainly I said before, they don't have the education, so they don't know the fact that the drugs or the alcohol may cause them. And there's so many more programs and services that the government provides that they don't take
A
advantage
lot of
of.
these people are homeless. They seem like drug abusers because, I mean, the media, for one instance, portrays them that way, and the way I associate them, in my opinion, they seem similar. Drug abusers and homeless people can't take care of themselves, and it's just how it seems for me, in my opinion.
What are you looking at? What do you want? What are you doing here? Are you taking my money? Huh? Are you taking my money? Go away!
Homeless people, basically, it's not really their fault. They're addicted to drugs, and the only thing that makes them happy is getting those drugs. And because they are homeless, and they don't really like care about education, and they don't really care about like any other sorts of things in life. They just want to be happy, and the only cheapest way to be happy is to get rid of your problems is through cheap drugs. And when you take those drugs, as homeless people usually do, they become addicted, and the only thing that they want in life is to be happy. And with that being it, they find whatever the money they get, they just want to get the drugs that they want to keep them happy.